I've always believed branding and having a personal brand is something that is very important for any artist, to be able to represent who you are through the things that you do is something that is very important. And with that in mind, almost a decade ago, I had gotten my logo made. I mean, I always knew that I will use that logo for something. I ended up using it for my talk show. So the MJ show has that logo in it. But I knew that I wanted to do more with it. At that point of time, I'd say almost about a decade ago, I'd also thought about creating merchandise, even when I was a radio jockey, because I believed in the power of merchandising. When a fan of yours, when a legitimate fan of yours picks up a product that you have created, there's no bigger way of him showing his affection, his admiration, or his love for you. If he or she is willing to wear a product with your branding or your logo on it, that's a great thing for any artist. And that's when you are looking at it from a purely artistic perspective, that I'm creating merchandise for my fan base. But I wanted to go a step beyond that. Now, in the last couple of years, I got into sneakers in a much bigger way. I mean, I've always loved good shoes growing up, but I became a proper legitimate sneakerhead. And I've always done this, whenever I fell in love with anything that I that I collect, that I get deeper into, I don't want to do it just for myself. I like having a community around me. I like to have conversations about what I love with other people, because that's when, you have fun being a collector. And, while I've been collecting sneakers properly for just maybe 2 or 3 years, I've been a collector for more than half my life. For over 2 decades, I've been collecting comics and statues and music and movies, and now also sneakers. So as I became a sneakerhead, I got in touch with the entire community. I got deeper into the community, understanding what people like. I realized that one of the things that people really like is good fits. The moment you start having good sneakers, you want good clothes that go along with it. And very often I would find that, I would be left wanting, like, okay, I want a specific kind of a look. I want a specific kind of a thing, or just a simple word that represents who I am and what I like. And I wasn't able to find that very easily. So I said, you know what? I want to be able to put content out there in terms of clothes, in terms of merchandise, that people like me, people who are sneakerheads, would want to have. That they may know who I am, and if they do and they buy it, that's great. But I wanted to create merchandise which people would buy even if they did not know who MJ is or who Mihir Joshi is. I wanted to have stuff that every sneakerhead can identify with. So, a simple design like this which just says sneakerhead, or, a sentiment like, oh, I got an L, or, if you're a sneakerhead, you know exactly what I'm talking about, or I camped out all night, or, sneakerhead in different forms, in different styles. That's what I wanted to create. And that was actually the reason behind wanting to start my own merchandising line, so that I could connect with the sneakerhead community in an even more meaningful and even more deeper way, and give them something that everybody could feel they could wear. And, it doesn't matter if you have one sneaker, if you've just started off right now and you fall in love with, the world of sneakers, and you want to get deeper into the sneakerverse, or if you have 100 pairs or, a 500 pairs or whatever it is. I wanted to have merchandise which is good quality, which you would be happy to wear regardless of where in your sneaker journey you are. So that's why, this brand was created. I never say that one person is better than the other, because it's such a subjective thing. I could going back to another passion that I like. For instance, I love DC Comics. Okay, somebody may say that, hey, I love Marvel Comics. Somebody may say, I love Image Comics. Similarly, in movies, you could say, I love romantic movies. I love, science fiction movies. I love horror movies. It doesn't mean that science fiction is better than horror, or horror is better than romance, or romance is better than drama, or, whatever. Similarly, I'm not going to claim that one streetwear brand is better than the other, because it ultimately comes down to you. And it should be that whether it is sneakers, whether it's streetwear, whether it is anything that you are passionately collecting in your life, if it makes you happy, that's when you should spend your money, time and effort in that hobby. So for me, I wanted to create merchandise. I wanted to create clothes. And it's not just clothes, by the way, for everybody watching right now. It's just not just hoodies and t-shirts. There are zippers, there are mugs, there are notebooks, there are a whole bunch of really, really cool things. There are some stickers as well. So all sorts of things that I personally, as a sneakerhead, would love. And I feel that I kind of represent a wide swath of people, because I've seen a lot of people coming and telling me that they like my personal styles. I've been doing by putting things together from different streetwear brands, from different Indian streetwear brands. So I have a lot of love for everybody who's out there in the market. And I'm not trying to say I'm better. I'm just saying this is me. And I hope that my voice resonates with a lot of people who are watching right now. They like the designs that we've come up with, and that's what makes them attracted towards us. That being said, I wanted to ensure that quality is something that we do not compromise on. Now, I've noticed sneakerheads are willing to spend good money if they find good quality. And I wanted to ensure that the quality of anything that you get from the MJ brand through the the MeRise store that I have, it's going to be absolutely fabulous. So, we went through multiple iterations of hoodies, multiple iterations of t-shirts, until we came to a fit, a sizing, a thickness, which I was happy with, which is fine for summer weather here in Mumbai, which is, well, we live in a pretty warm country throughout the year, pretty much, whether it's Mumbai, states down south, maybe Delhi, you may want a slightly thicker hoodie in the winter, but during the summer, you guys are, it's as hot for you guys out there as it is for us here in Mumbai. And I feel that the hoodies that we have, the t-shirts that we have, are clothes that can be worn literally throughout the year. I sweat a lot, and if I'm not sweating in this hoodie, I know that everybody watching right now can do that as well. So we thought about all of those things, from the fit to the quality and everything, and we ensured that everything is top notch. But at the same time, we wanted to keep it affordable. I want, like I said, that person with the first sneaker to say I'm a sneakerhead, because, hey, I'm not discriminating. If you in your head have thought that I'm a sneakerhead now and I want to get into the world of sneakers, I want to find out more about sneakers, you are just as much important to me as that person with 50 pairs or 100 pairs or 200 pairs. So if you love sneakers, this brand is for you. Always paid attention to what I wear, to the things that I do, and try to analyze, what makes certain things good, or what makes me like them, and what makes me not like certain things. So it was a personal thing, but there was that studying that I was doing, and especially thanks to what I do, I keep getting a lot of t-shirts, a lot of hoodies, lots of interesting things that have been coming, and I would analyze everything. Hey, why do I like this? Why do I not like this? Which fit is good? Which fit isn't? And I wanted to create a brand which is inclusive, which any physical shape can wear. I did not want it to only be for my gym bros, but hey, of course, gym bros, if you want to wear it, you can absolutely wear the MJ brand. If you are skinny, if you are a little overweight, whatever your physical shape or size is, I wanted to have a brand that makes you feel comfortable. Because at the end of the day, what you wear, and when you look at yourself in the mirror, you should be happy with yourself. So for that to happen, your clothes need to fall on you in a specific way. You can't say that, hey, because let me be honest, okay, I'm not in the best physical shape of my life, but I still want clothes that make me look good and that make me feel good. If my clothes can't do that about me, I'm wearing the wrong clothes. You should be able to have clothes that make you feel good about yourself. So the learning curve was just this. In our head, we stick to certain size numbers and shape definitions, which you think, oh, this is what will look good for me. And as I spend more and more time with my clothes, even though guys don't really have too many complicated clothes, it's just a t-shirt or a hoodie, there's so much to learn even in a t-shirt or a hoodie. What t-shirt falls perfectly? What hoodie falls perfectly? When you look at yourself in the mirror, what makes you feel like, hey man, I'm looking good right now? And that's exactly what I want you all to feel every time you wear a hoodie or a t-shirt from the MJ brand. You should look at yourself in the mirror and say, hey, I feel good. In case, sizing is an issue, please reach out to us. We will make sure that you get the right size for you. Don't wear stuff which feels too small. Don't wear stuff that feels too big. Find the right fit for you. And that right fit is something that only you can decide. So we've got the clothes that will hopefully make you feel this is the right fit for me. So that was the learning curve. trying to understand how do we create clothes which make a person feel good about themselves. So, it's a very interesting story between MeRise and me. I've actually been in touch with with the MeRise team for a very, very long time. And like I said, even back in the day when I was a radio jockey, this was something that I wanted to do. When the MJ show had just begun, my talk show, which completes 10 years, incidentally, this is turning out to be a fairly monumental year for me. The MJ show completes 10 years. I'm launching my own merchandise. I'll be a WWE commentator on television for 5 years. So lots of interesting things happening. And when I reached out to them almost, I'd say about 8 to 9 years ago, they told me, we're not ready to execute what you want. But recently they reached out to me and they said, we are now ready. The things that we talked about a long time ago, we can make that happen now. And the moment we both realized that, okay, we can make it happen, everything after that was seamless. It was so fast. That's what you want in a good partner. Somebody who understands you, who understands your vision, who wants to work with you, who will learn from you, who will see your perspective, who will give you good advice. Because, for me, the world of manufacturing, merchandising is a new thing. So I needed people who have that expertise, who can tell me what's right, what's wrong. But I obviously came in with a whole bunch of ideas. So the designs and the concepts behind them are mine. The execution was done beautifully by the MeRise team. They've already created a fabulous looking professional website, which I'm extremely proud of, which I'm happy to share with everybody in the world. And everything from, like I said, designing the ideas to the execution to multiple iterations of getting the hoodie right till the point where I was satisfied. We went through it all, and I'm deeply grateful to them. I'm super excited about this new partnership of ours, and I'm hoping that this is just the beginning, and we continue doing things for a very, very long time going forward. If you talk about doing something special, I'm releasing this entire line on the 15th of March, which is my birthday, and I thought, instead of me just celebrating that day with my family and loved ones, I thought I'd celebrate with all of you. And while it's my birthday, you guys get to have some fun that day, because we're going to have a very special offer which we'll extend for the whole of March, because it's my birthday month, and you guys get to pick up everything that you want to. And I also want you to know that we are not going to randomly have discounts throughout the year. We're going to have a discount we're going to have sales or whatever, only to celebrate special moments. So maybe the next time there is a discount would be at our 1 year anniversary sale. But before that, remember this thing, we're going to have limited edition drops. So, maybe something that is there right now will not be available 3 months from now. So especially when we launch, if there's stuff that you see that you love, please go ahead and get it. And what would mean the world to me is if you could share that with everybody on social media. Tag Mihir Joshi Music, tag MeRise, and we'll make sure we share your stories with absolutely everybody. We want the world to know that this is a new brand that's launched. The MJ brand is for you. It's for you to feel comfortable. It's for you to feel stylish. It's for you to feel good about yourself. That's exactly why we're making this happen. Like I said, we're going to have limited edition drops. So every time there's a new sneaker coming out, I'll have something that goes nicely with it. So if I know that there's a UNC, for instance, later on in this year, you're going to have the UNC toe sneaker that's going to come out, similar to the taxis from last year. We'll make sure that there is a UNC colored t-shirt, or there's like some design with a UNC colorway that goes with that, because I want to make sure that we've got clothes that make you feel you're ready for that sneaker, you're ready for that fit. This is a sneakerhead making merchandise for other sneakerheads. So I'm going to keep you guys in mind when we come out with new designs, and you can always reach out to me and tell me if there's something specific from a colorway perspective especially that you want us to do. Also wanted to let you know that we're going to have special edition drops with local artists. So I'm going to collaborate with some fabulous local artists to come up with a design which is MJX somebody else, and those will be even more limited in the numbers that we'll put out than the regular t-shirts and the hoodies that we put out. So keep an eye out for them. Keep coming back to the website, keep refreshing it every now and then, just like you do with Nike and Adidas and whatever other sneakers you like, because every time you come back there might be something new that you will fall in love with. Most importantly, I want you guys to have fun with these clothes, and do let us know what you think about them. It would mean a lot to me and to the entire team at MeRise. But that being said, like I said, 15th of March is the date. We're going to be launching the MJ brand on that day. I'm looking forward to seeing a whole bunch of you in these hoodies and t-shirts very, very soon.